cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much?
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. And his first look is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd. Wrong. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
That's it right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Vikings at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll set up to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, it's Taylor. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They'll get him back at his own 3-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 40. A game there of 30 big ones.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see it drops like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time, spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football. Not easily done in today's NFL.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
There's Chris Olave. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings. That'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And he returns this to the 22. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming and converged on it before he could get much out of it.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Back to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They'll look to throw.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Cleveland offense making their way out.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From just shy of midfield, Goff.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
This is caught as Christian Watson. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Goff's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Goff.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Now, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And space tough to come by there as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They're going to try and throw. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Gets through and now an opening. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal line.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is gone. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. It's caught by Aguilar. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Or 35 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. Goff looking to throw.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of the 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he rifles one in. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now back to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, now that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any track.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Coop, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Out of the gun. Goff. Forced out to his left. Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Again, Goff. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. Touchdown, Browns. Braxton Berrios, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here at a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Off the RPO, he completes it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Vikings, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road